Hey guys, so today I wanted to do a look just using the Morphe palette. If you've not heard of this before, they are an American company that specialise in eyeshadows. They do other things as well, like makeup brushes, that sort of thing, but it's mainly eyeshadows. And you can buy them online if you live outside of America, like the UK, like I do. In America they are $2 a piece, which is insanely cheap, obviously. If you know the YouTuber Jaclyn Hill, you may know that she brought out a favourites palette using just Morphe eyeshadows. It came in a box like this, with a little description and a picture of her here on the back. This is the packaging it comes in. It's just plastic, and if you open it up, it comes with all these gorgeous eyeshadows in the colours that Jaclyn has selected. 28 shadows in here for $2 each, it should have been, but her palette was slightly cheaper. I think I managed to get this for $12.99 or something UK price, so super cheap. I wasn't quite sure what to expect when it arrived. It's always a bit of a risk. I've never tried these shadows before and they're quite cheap, so I wasn't sure about the pigmentation, how well they blend, that sort of thing. Today you can see I've created this look here using just the Morphe eyeshadows. It's kind of like a smoky eye using the darker shades in this palette, sort of the purples. The colours blend together quite nicely, not as well as the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, which you may know are my favourite. Today I used this colour here, this sort of light brown, as my first shade, as a transition shade, followed by this one, and then I went for these purples down here, which I love. I used this one all over the lid, it's got a slight shimmer to it, and then to darken it up I used the one next to it here, just on the outer corners, and then the highlight shade up here. I am very pale on this highlight shade, you can probably see it hasn't, I've used it on the brow bone here and the inner corner. You can slightly see it, but I'm so pale it's difficult for me to find a highlight shade, and obviously she had to choose one that was sort of an all-rounder goodie. Overall you can see these colours pretty much. I mean, for example, this one is really bright, sort of a fuchsia pink. If I just swatch that, you can see that's it on my finger. It's really quite pigmented. Yeah. So it loses a little bit of the colour, but overall, yeah, I'm really happy with it. But overall, I actually really liked them and I'm going to use them a lot. You can create some really fun looks with this. There's a mixture of matte to shimmer colours, and there's random pop of green there. That could be quite fun to use along with the pink, a bit of contrast. So I'll have a bit more of a play with those, but for $2 in America, and obviously the whole palette was $12.99. You can refill this palette, so if I wanted to in the future I could just pop these pans out and add some more in, because they're so cheap I just probably will end up buying some more. So that's all I can say on it, I think. So I hope you enjoy this look, I hope it's helpful for you, whatever. If you just want to watch it for fun, then that's fine as well. And I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye! I am just going to zoom you in a little bit more so you can actually see what I am doing. So I'm just going to start off with some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, as always, just to conceal my upper eyelids. Gets rid of any redness and the little veins that you've got going on. Just makes everything look very much flawless at the end. Using my fingertips works much better than any brush I've ever tried, so that is how I apply the concealer. I'm then going in with my first shade that I'm going to use. It is called ES13 and it's just a very light brown. It's a matte shade, so I'm just using it as my first transition colour. I'm just applying this with the crease brush from Real Techniques. Moving on, I'm going to be going to a slightly darker shade. This is ES62. Just on any old fluffy brush will do the trick, and I'm just putting it on top of the ES13 that I just applied, focusing mainly on the outer corner. This will really help to accentuate the colour that I put on top. I want the outer corners to be darker obviously, so this will help that along. I then just went back in with the crease brush just to blend everything out. I am now going in with this gorgeous shimmery purple shade, which is Jaclyn Hill's favourite colour of her own palette. This is ES74 and it's just a gorgeous mid purple with a slight gold tint shade. I'm applying this all over the lid. I realised that it's not as pigmented as I was hoping, so I spray a little bit of my Avon makeup setting spray onto just any old flat brush to enhance the colour a little bit more. I was a little bit disappointed with that. When I'm using bright colours like this, I tend to pat the colour on before I rub. If you rub straight away, you'll find that you get a lot more fallout than if you pat and then rub. Also, the Fix Plus spray, or the makeup setting spray, will help to prevent any fallout. I'm then just going in with the same big fluffy brush, just making sure that it's all seamless, there's no harsh lines and all that jazz. I am then taking the base shadows brush from Real Techniques and I'm using ES24, which is next door to that shimmery shade we just applied. This is a matte shade. I just apply it on the outer corner to darken up the look a little bit more, make it a little bit more smoky. I am then just taking the fluffy brush again and blending it all out again. I've got no additional product on this brush. Every time I do it, I'm just blending out what I have just done. The outer corners still weren't quite as dark as I was hoping for, so I just take this teeny little accent brush from Real Techniques and just apply some more of the same colour on again, the ES24, just to make everything a little bit darker. Then for the final time, I am blending it all together, focusing right on the brow bone up there, not really coming much down below the crease, just making everything seamless and flawless. And then just going in with some Clinique High Impact Curling Mascara, just to apply before I go in with some false eyelashes. I always think lashes look much more natural if you have some mascara on your normal natural lashes already. These lashes are from number 7 and they have these gorgeous little jewels going all along the upper line there. With any flat shader brush, I am just going to go back in with that shimmery colour that we used, the purple one, the ES74, and I'm just going to take that along the lower lash line. Really not doing a very good job of showing you there, but you get the idea. And then taking any kohl liner, this one is from Benefit, it's just a matte black one. I'm taking that across the waterline on the bottom of my eye, all the way from outer corner to inner corner. I'm then taking some Clinique High Impact Mascara and just applying this on the lower lashes. I hate leaving them blank, I just think they look a bit weird. I've always put mascara on my lower lashes. Oh, and then I'm doing my eyebrows, but I realised that it was completely blunt and worthless, so I just gave it a little bit of a sharpen, and I'm just filling in my brows, nothing too dramatic, just how I would do on a daily basis. I promise I will get better at filming these. It's a brand new camera, it was very zoomed in, and I will improve. Once my eyebrows are done, I'm going to zoom you out and going to apply some highlight on my brow bone and inner corner. For this, I'm using the only highlight shade in her palette, the before. And the look is complete. I hope you liked this, and I'll be back with a new video on my new camera very soon. Bye!